What really happened when Chang flew to the moon? Do you think he's still human? 3 months ago, Chang 6 landed on the far side of the moon. No one knew it was a covert mission with astronauts on board. And Queen Yuan, she was my girlfriend. I lost contact with him. Until now. The moon is gone. The stars are gone. Everything is an illusion. The legend, it's real. There can be no more moon landings. He can't return home. He must not come back. What happened to the May in Yubei? A corpse. The May. First human to set foot on the far side of the moon. For millions of years, life on Earth has only seen one side. The far side has always been a mystery. No one knew what lay beyond. Between 1959 and 1966, the Soviet Union and the US took countless photos of the far side, but they carefully concealed what they found. No one knows why. What did they see? Time reveals the truth. The moment our astronauts stepped on the moon, they understood. After landing, the detectors found something, a thin electromagnetic field, blocking all transmissions. Mission control could only maintain voice communication. The May was on the far side for 8 minutes and 23 seconds. For 2 minutes and 25 seconds, we lost contact. At 7 minutes and 43 seconds, communication was restored. Look at that. In the corner of the camera feed, something appeared outside the cabin. It wasn't moving. Dark gray, twisted branch-like limbs. After analyzing the footage, the most likely answer is a human corpse. You know what happened next. His current situation is classified, but it's not looking good. I was about to dismiss it, until I remembered an old rumor, and suddenly I understood. I'm just a broke guy, living off my girlfriend. Why would they tell me such classified information? Because of what the May left behind. The May was a committed materialist, but now he says, there is no moon, no stars, everything is fake. He's rejecting reality itself. The legend is real, stop exploring the moon. Don't let him return. Now, even he admits the legend is true. A corpse on the moon. Returning home, only one legend comes to mind. I am nothing like the May. He was a passionate folklorist. So they brought me here. And now, they want my help. We are preparing to launch Chang 7 immediately. Two astronauts will land on the moon. They will investigate. You will be involved as a consultant. Chang has been sent. 3 days later, Chang 7 landed on the moon. Two astronauts remained in the cabin. One stepped outside. Checking communication. Sound is clear. Video is stable. This time, we were prepared. Communication systems have been upgraded. We can see everything in real time. A few minutes later, the astronaut reached the target location, the site where it all happened. He reported everything seemed normal. Body was found. Wait, what's that? A cave, but there shouldn't be mountains here. Not in this area. To avoid accidents, the lander was set down on a wide plain. No mountains, no caves. On the big screen, everyone saw it. A small mound just 4 or 5 meters high, standing alone on the plain. Looking closer. The camera zoomed in. When I saw what it was, I felt a cold sweat down my back. My voice went hoarse. Do you see that? The markings around the entrance. What do you think they are? At first, they looked like cracks. But no, that's ancient writing, an older script than Oracle Bone script. And then I realized, these were Korean characters. Covering every inch of the cave entrance, I had only one thought, fear. Report this. A dead silence filled the room, because we all saw it. 3 days ago, a meteorite hit Inner Mongolia. Nearby herders started going insane. They kept chanting a strange song. 9-tailed sheep, beheaded chicken, bones like horns, wearing skin, cooking the master's wife, playing music for the gods, flying to the sky, laughing until the 10th day. They all died. Only one message remained, the gods are not in the sky. This meteorite was unlike anything before. The observatory confirmed it was heading toward Earth at an impossible speed. 3 days later, I was contacted. They wanted me on site. I led a team to the Hillenburg grasslands, a crater for kilometers wide, set in the middle of the plains. But Professor Wu, an expert, told me something shocking. This wasn't caused by a meteorite. Logically, the depth should be 1/6 of its width. But this crater was half as deep as it was wide. and perfectly circular. You're saying it wasn't a meteorite? No, absolutely not. Its satellites capture footage. They did, but due to interference, we are still recovering the data. Before Professor Wu could respond, a strange song echoed nearby. Nine-tailed sheep, beheaded chicken, bones like horns, wearing skin, cooking for the master, sacrificing to the first gods, flying to the sky, laughing. The eyewitnesses, nomads from the area, they were the closest to the impact site. When we found them, without exception, they had all gone mad. Then a herder rushed toward us. You're still here. His eyes were filled with something complex. A mix of schadenfreude and fear, but also something impossible to describe. Like he knew me and resented me. You don't remember? I don't remember anything. He stepped closer. 2 nights, you were with me. You saw it, you know. You were abandoned. He didn't choose you. A sudden frustration boiled inside me. I asked about the night the meteorite fell. What did you see? What did you hear? It was a miracle. To go beyond mortal understanding. His rambling was incoherent. Then suddenly, he convulsed. His eyes rolled back. He kept repeating the strange chant. Then he collapsed. His family ran a mutton restaurant. The villagers loved to eat there. Rumors spread about their secret technique, a ritual called breaking the sheep. They would choose the fattest sheep from 100. It had to be female. Then they slaughtered the other 99 in front of her. The last Awe, in terror, would die on its own. Its fat would rupture. When skinned, the fat formed a delicate web across the meat. The villagers swore by its flavor, but his mother was terrified. Will there be sheep in Brother Lee's New Year feast? Of course, but not from our house. He laughed nervously. But there's already a lamb. The other men in the village didn't join in. They whispered about his father's craft, drinking heavily. He leaned in. Curious, he asked, why does it have to be a female sheep? His father, drunk, stared at him. The sacrifice must be female. The villagers tried to change the topic. That year, his father finally agreed, but something felt off. That night, his mother called him aside. Don't eat the meat. That thing is not a sheep. His father had agreed, but the sacrifice had begun. More and more sheep were brought. His mother was terrified. She sat alone, chewing raw ginger. Her hands trembled. Don't eat that meat. Because it's not just a sheep. Even though his father agreed to the feast, something felt wrong. The villagers brought in more and more sheep, each one plump and healthy. His father stood at the door, weighing each sheep carefully. Only the best were chosen. The unqualified ones were taken away with disappointment. The rest would soon be slaughtered. His father earned a fortune. The sheep pen was filled. His mother sat inside the house, staring at the untouched meal before her. She chewed ginger mechanically. Mom, since when do you like ginger? She didn't answer. Her blank eyes only reflected fear. The smell was overpowering. Because so many sheep had been killed, a massive stove was built outside. As the stove grew bigger, his mother became more restless. She ate ginger obsessively, then onions. Her portions grew, pounds of it every day. He tried to stop her, but as he stepped closer, a strange smell hit him. It was the same marinade his father used for lamb, but stronger, more tempting. He inhaled deeply. His stomach tightened. His mouth watered. Mom, were you at the restaurant today? What did Dad cook? Did he make something new? His mother didn't speak. She hadn't spoken in days. His father had a giant cauldron made, and a massive steamer, to test the size. He climbed inside. He lay flat. It fit him perfectly. Arms and legs stretched out. He could move comfortably. He thought, if an adult lay inside, would they still fit? Would they need to bend? His father said the broken sheep would be steamed whole this year, cooked the traditional way, to preserve the purest flavor. When his father said that, he stared past him. He followed his gaze. He saw his mother, chewing on a green onion. Suddenly, her expression matched the sheep in the pen. Exactly the same. Hello, is anyone here? internet cafe looked deserted. No one. I saw the hiring sign outside. Hello. You're here for the job. Good. Clean this place up first. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Let me explain. Your shift is from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Salary is 1,200 per night. Are you okay with that? Yes, yes. The job details are in the employee handbook. Read it first. Welcome to the night shift. From now on, follow the rules carefully and take this seriously. Don't treat it like a joke. This is important. Rule number 1. Sometimes a customer will message you. They'll have specific requests. Respond according to the employee handbook. If you forget to reply on time, they will come in person. Rule number 2. If a customer has a new request, stay calm. If you answer correctly, your salary doubles. Rule number 3. Every night from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., you will hear laughter from the couple's booth. Ignore it. Do not disturb them. If you forget this rule, and another customer sits in their place, the couple will return for you. Rule number 4. This cafe allows minors, but after midnight, if a schoolboy appears at the door, if he is wearing white short sleeves and shorts, let him in immediately. If you ignore him, the cafe will lose power. If this happens, shout "It's all my fault" 5 times. If you don't, he will return with his landlord girlfriend. Sorry, this job isn't for me. I'm leaving. Young people these days, no patience at all. Now clean this place up.